Hi, my name is Laquanda Jefferson. I frequently go by the alias of doclqj to make it simple. I am the spearhead and founder of familial bond psychotherapy and consultation services here in the Atlanta area. Welcome to my March broadcast. I like to bring forth insights, elevation, stimulation, and education to individuals surrounding various mental health and wellness topics and behavioral health and wellness topics and holistic health and wellness topics to my followers and to viewers and people that follow them monthly. Anywhere between the 1st and the 15th of the month, I normally release, my monthly broadcast so that people can have an opportunity to take advantage of some of the resources that we offer and some of the insights and um, advisement as well. Um, Over the course of our broadcast for the month, I also explore relationship topics, and I normally filter through a number of requests and basically randomly choose one or two and kind of just got an overview and offer my insights and expertise on the matters presented. For clarification purposes, in the field of psychology, I have an undergrad in advanced mental illness or advanced psychology, abnormal psychology base, and graduate level, I'm a marriage and family therapist at the master's level. Um, so that's my education and background for this particular sector of medicine and healing. And I focus on more holistic approaches to mental health and wellness, behavioral health and wellness, and even advanced mental illness and the treatment thereof. So I've made myself some quick notes. uh, so on this day in history, because today is March 13th, that I've chosen to do this video so that I can release it to you guys. I think was an interesting historical fact, and I figured, okay, I'd start out offering that. Um, but March 13th, in 1943, a plot to kill Hitler, the totalitarian from history, um, was kind of put to a halt. The German officers failed to properly build a bomb containing a detonator switch that was, you know, reliable, because the detonator switch failed and they could not go through with the assassination of Hitler. So that is our interesting historical fact for this month. Um, this month is a month that honors and highlights the achievement of women. So, in light of that, I would like to recognize my great great aunt, Rosa Parks, and all of her efforts to make the world realize that there are greater things beyond the naked eye. And that's sort of what I aspire to do every day in elevating people, educating people, and initiating, stimulating conversation. That dialogue can do so much for our growth and for communication in general. So, the focus of this month's broadcast is going to be on normalizing the growth and the life in general and the utilization of helping professionals and their services simply as a guide or resource to facilitate space for growth. Okay. So there has been a lot of media coverage around some of the comments of the President of the United States. Several discussions and interviews have been taking place, and the National Association of Mental Illness, NAMI, has issued their statement in support of gravitating towards a positive outcome in attempting to educate and work with the Trump administration to help them to better understand mental illness and mental health and wellness and the urgency and the very vital um, nature of having proper recovery oriented care for those people struggling with mental illnesses. It is my desire and my position on behalf of familial bonds to ensure that we destigmatize the um, the connotations that are associated with um, mental health services and mental and emotional and behavioral health and wellness. In general, it is my desire and my passion to help people reach the optimal peak of their performance and their capacity as individuals. And oftentimes, we don't think about how helpful it could be to simply have somebody just as a checks and balances. But we think that that's important for our government. We think it's important for our school systems. We think it's important for our children's education. We think it's important for our financial systems. We think it's important for everything except the platform that we use for growth in this thing called life. And that seems to be an ever changing and escalating issue. People look at, receiving the services of a mental health practitioner or a psychotherapist or a counseling or coaching professional as, oh my God, there's something wrong with that person. I'd like to introduce just for a second another way of thinking about it. For those people who struggle through the various transitions and adjustments of life, who absolutely cannot cope, um, and they still, put forth effort, regardless of how many times they're failing. They simply make life a little bit more difficult for themselves instead of reaching out and allowing an outside eye to be, a resource and platform for your growth and prosperity in life. Because at the end of the day, we all need someone, right? And as human beings, we are uniquely created and cultivated in a way that we strive for connections to other people and things in our life. And that's what makes us thrive as human beings. So, with that said, I think um, what's most important is that we understand that we as people must all go through something. And as we go through these things in life, getting back on our normal ground or getting back to our level, sometimes it requires the services of a helping professional in various disciplines. What's most important is that we find somebody who is qualified to help us. And talking about that, I feel like in choosing a practitioner, and I did make a video on that, a separate video on that before, choosing a practitioner to see for um, mental, psychological, behavioral health, emotional health needs. That decision is a huge one, and it needs to be made with care, very similar to you selecting your partner in life, because this is a person that you would be basically laying everything out on the table, for them to have access to and to help you sort through, so that you can kind of enter the realms of discovery. Um, Also, I think if you are in a place where you have experienced significant trauma, whether it be in your childhood or later on in life, um, and you find it difficult to get past that, move past that because you've not healed from it, I think it's really important that you find someone that is trained in trauma focused care, because trauma focused care and crisis situations and traumas in people's lives, um, that adds another level or another layer of detail, let's put it that way, to the process of healing. And it requires somebody with that special training and that special cultivation in their education, and and gearing them up to be the helping professional in whatever discipline they're in. personally, as an MFT, I feel like we are highly qualified to and highly skilled in dealing with trauma focused care, because that is sort of the platform for growth, and seeing things systemically really, really is a huge benefit to people who have suffered severe traumas in their lives. So, um, that is pretty much all I've got for that. I know that it's super brief, but I felt like that was kind of more important than anything else for me to cover as far as this month's broadcast. Normalizing the process of utilizing the services of a helping professional is not easy. Attempting to destigmatize mental health and wellness services is not easy. Attempting to remove the biases and the negative connotations associated with couples and families and individuals who have struggled with the domestic violence and intimate partner violence in those relationships that they have been a part of, that is not easy either. However, people like me take on the advocacy role, and we do this every day because we're passionate about it. And that is the type of professional that you definitely would like to see in order for you to achieve optimal growth and to reach your capacity, your full capacity in life. So, if you have not already signed up to find yourself a life coach and MFT, LAMFT or LMFT or a LPC or a PC, and these acronyms basically stand for licensure status or pre-licensed or non-licensed status of individuals that are qualified to deliver psychotherapy services to you. Within the constraints of comfort, confidentiality, and privilege, and understanding how important those things are to building a therapeutic relationship. So, yeah, if you've not vetted the services of one, you should definitely try. The majority of psychotherapists offer a free consultation, and although that free consultation could possibly be absorbed by a ton of paperwork, it's always important to try and visit their platforms online and their websites and try and do all the information before you get to your session. That way, you utilize your entire free consultation to really get a feel for what it's like, talking to a helping professional. And you kind of get a glimpse of what it's like to actually start on the road to recovery, or the road to fulfillment, or the road to discovery. And essentially, it is always going to be a helping professional's ultimate goal to help you become a better you, or a full and actualized you, and in that way. So, that is pretty much all that I have. I really hope that you guys have found this video to be useful. And if you have found it to be useful after all, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also, if you found this video on Facebook, like it and share it with your friends and your network, because the more we know, the more we grow. And we only know things by association. People and word of mouth carry the highest impact of exposure for people. So that's pretty much it. You guys have an amazing um, middle and end to your month of March. I hope that you guys enjoy your St. Patty's Day celebration this upcoming weekend. And you guys be safe and take care of one another. Please do not forget to pay it forward, even if you simply pay it forward by sharing this video. That's pretty much all I've got. Bye, guys.